This is the story of Camden FC. It all begins in 2010 when Eli Knight and Alex Days, two boys from London who had a passion for football, were kicked out of their local academies for not being as good as they were. So they ended up looking for a place to start their Sunday League team and found that there was a place near Camden Market, their hometown, near the Camden Lock, which is heavily populated but not enough good football teams. In a place near Caledonian Park, where the famous clock tower is, they found their football pitch where they could start their Sunday League team, Camden Dons FC. In 2010, they were playing in Sunday League, and in 2011, they qualified for Central London Amateur League to then go on to the London County Premier League. Few years passed by, and in 2016 they qualified for the Southern League Central Division, and that's when they established their youth academy. In 2019 they got promoted to the National League North, and in 2021 to the National League. 2 years later they were in League 2 and National League champions. This season they have brought in a new manager, Ethan Anderson. Yes, he is going to lead them from League 2 onwards, and let's see how he does. He has a bright squad to play with, and I think the board of directors, who are the established and the first members of the club, including Eli Knight and Alex Days, have given him a target to focus on the youth, as that's why you can see Gavin Elliott, who has been there since 2017, doubted the star boy of the team. He is going to be leading Camden Dons FC, that's right, the Dons, all the way up to the Premier League, hopefully, climbing that English Premier League, the English football pyramid, climbing all the way to the top. Hopefully, that's the journey that they want to be set on. There is so much of talent in this side with variety of players and depth. As you can see, there are a lot of players with potential, especially Elias Oliver, who was actually playing the same time as Gavin Elliott and could potentially come to the starting level. And here is the main man, Gavin Elliott, undoubtedly the best. First press conference for Ethan Anderson, and he does take it well, talking about the team and how he could improve this summer, boosting team morale. And here he is into his first game. How could he do? Potentially, it's an unexperienced side brought together by the board of directors for this season. They've climbed the youth, they've climbed the English football pyramid. Can they do well in League 2? Oh, Howard's lost in defense, and they've conceded 1-0 to Stockport County. This is a big struggle. Can they come back? Nice ball to Weaver. Simon Weaver, a good partnership is forming here. Simon puts it down the wing, crosses it in, and it's Kebe with the header. That was some really good link-up play, and it shows some form of chemistry for the team as they celebrate getting back into the game. What a ball and what a run that was from Simon, and Kebe just had to put the finishing touch. Here Olaofe plays it to McQueen. Olaofe, oh what a strike! Patrick Wood had no chance of saving that, but that's again a leak in our defense. Can the boys bring it back? No, he loses the ball there inexcusably. Face the build up. Oh, what a ball in! Oh, there's a corner. Good save from Patrick Wood, showing that he is the man for the job. And KB can bring the ball out to Gavin Elliott, our star boy, but he loses it. A throw-in conceded then, and going backwards towards their own goal, trying to sponge up the play, soak up any pressure, and seal out the victory. Patrick Wood makes another good save, but sadly it looks like that would be the first defeat in his first game. Next, on to Shrewsbury in the Carabao Cup as they hit the post but score on the rebound. Shrewsbury build up again. Good through ball, but Patrick Wood is there to clean up. Passes it to McCloskey on to Creed. And it's Bennett. Bennett to Elliott. Yes, he's done it. Gavin Elliott equalizes. Our star boy is showing what he can do, and he can provide with an absolute belter of a goal. Good play from Bennett as well there. That's Bennett. On to Elliott for the winner. Gavin Elliott, our star boy, he's done it to win it in the last dying minutes of the game. He stands tall among the Camden faithful, surrounded by his joyful teammates. He's done it. He's the hero. He's their man. Undoubtedly the greatest striker Camden could ever have. And that is it. Camden Dons have sealed an immense Carabao Cup victory. It's a good shot for Elliot Anderson. And we proceed through the months, seeing our fixtures, which is a difficult fixture. We do lose against Hartlepool, we lose against Bradford, we draw against Tranmere Rovers, we pick up another draw on the road, and we lose against Mansfield Town. This is quite an awful start. Lose against Salford, we lose against Charlton Athletic, we draw against Doncaster Rovers, we draw against Sutton, we win against Grimsby. That's the first win in quite a while, but we lose against Newport County. We do pick up another loss against Grimsby Town. That's unfortunate. We draw against Crewe Alexandra. We draw against Carlisle United. We take up another home loss, and we lose on the road against Barrow. But here is the big fixture against Crawley Town, which we do win, and now it's the derby against Leyton Orient, our fiercest rivals, our closest rivals. Actually it's Arsenal, but they are the closest in our league. Hopefully if we do climb that ladder, we can face Arsenal, but right now our focus is on this, as the players feel frustrated, but can we come up with a victory in our enemy's turf? They do build it all, and Lewis Carter goes in for a harsh challenge, mistimed, gives away the penalty. Inexcusable that he totally misjudges the ball and completely face plants the player. Here Smith is, and he scores, punting that into the left corner. No chance for Patrick Wood. Here Tomlinson carries the ball well, using his physicality and pace to bring it into the Leyton half, passing it to Bennett. Bennett off to Elliott, and he scores. That's what he does. Kylian Mbappe look-alike, but that's what he does. He finishes it off whatever you give him. This is a good partnership between Bennett and Elliott. It's beautiful. It's anything Ethan Anderson could have asked for. But here they come again. Kelman onto Leiden. back to Kelman and he slots it in. Patrick Wood could have done better, but as it looks like, that is the end of the game and we lose out narrowly to our rival, which is a disappointing part to our season. As we move on, we have a home loss again. These losses keep on piling up. We do win against Swindon and Crawley Town. Could we escape relegation this season? Our youth academy is looking strong with a lot of players with high potential. Xander Lawrenson being one of them, and Elias Oliver being another. So we will promote them to the team, and we do need to sign Cyan Hayes, because they do want a crucial player in our squad to complete our objective. So there's no harm signing him, as he does look like a good prospect and a player with a lot of potential, and isn't costing us that much with a 3k wage. He will slot right into the backup of our team, or could play ahead of Tomlinson in some other matches. He's looking good, as Ethan Anderson does greet him. He could be a star part for the club, he could be a rotation player, he could be our future, or he could just be a flop, we never know, but he does look exciting as he fits on the Camden colours and poses for the media. And we do get an offer for Simon. Joris Simon is unfortunately leaving at the end of the season, but with his high value we could use that money elsewhere. As we move on, we do get an away 4-1 win before our home match against our rivals, Leyton Orient. Yes, once again we do face them. The players, they take in the atmosphere, sizing up their opponents, whether they can beat them once again. And in comes Bennett with a wonderful dribble, pass 1, pass 2, passing to Tomlinson, who brings the ball, he carries forward, and he shoots and he scores. Blasting that in, celebrating in style, and giving us the lead against our fiercest rivals. What a goal that was, dribbling and finishing with a plum. Then here is Weaver, it's a good potential player. He's quite good in midfield, but they do win it back. And Carpenter's got lacking and they have slotted it in. A sweaty goal that was. Weaver now bringing it onto Elliot. He wouldn't do it again, would he? Gavin Elliot for the last one again. Yes, he has. Gavin Elliot stands tall once again, celebrates in front of the main stand, wow, and the clock tower stand. He's done it. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, he's done it. They have won over their fiercest rivals, and this could be a big part of their season. Fans are happy. Ethan Anderson is happy. He got the win over their rivals at least once this season, and the whole squad morale is up, but a good show of sportsmanship to their rivals. And we follow that up with a draw to Doncaster and a loss to Salford. We then move on to a loss to Gillingham at home. These keep piling up. Then we do get a victory on the road, and then another victory to AFC Wimbledon, followed by a loss to Carlisle, then a loss to Tranmere, and then We do get a victory over Bradford City, which does help our relegation fight, and a draw to Mansfield going into the last game of the season. We are getting played around the press now. Oh, and players are stepping up, but no, it's not solid. And he hits it off the post, but hits it back in, and Rochdale do take the early lead. But Elliot is there, and he shoots and he scores. Our little finisher, our star striker, our star boy, our number 9 does it again. And here's Bennett. Bennett playing the ball to Elliot in the last minute again. Here's Gavin Elliott. That's what he does. Stands tall. Yes, sir. That is him. He is he. He is Gavin Elliott, finishing our season with a high. A win against Rochdale means we are staying up for another season in League 2. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you did enjoy, subscribe to the channel and comment down below.